Hello and welcome to a new Capenna draft. We are going to dive straight in, best of 3 action, and we're going to be trying to do some crazy stuff. Try out some cards that maybe haven't been played as much. So, let's see. We've got Courier's Briefcase, 5 color, sack it to draw 3 cards. Shadow of Mortality, costs X less, where X is the difference. Probably going to wheel because this card is really bad. Ooh, your Toponomicon. That's a classic viewer name. There's a couple red cards here. Briefcase does go very well in a Meeting of the 5 deck, if I could manage to secure myself a Meeting of the 5. Jackhammer is a really bad card that maybe I should be trying out more. But yeah, the goal is to try out some of the bad cards that haven't really seen as much play. Shadow of Mortality, really not good. Could fit the bill pretty perfectly. Kind of want to take the Curious Briefcase because it's a sweet card and I haven't really seen it getting a lot of action. Shadow of Mortality is another example. Okay, we're gonna just kind of draft like some relatively normal cards, and then when we see a card that's like really worth kind of trying to build around, maybe going that direction. Brass Knuckles. Yeah, it has the most shenanigan potential, and it's also a card that I've always cut from every deck I've had it in. Like, trying to sacrifice it to draw 3 cards never seems worth it. Virtuoso is an interesting one. It doesn't really lead to the sort of decks that would play bad cards in them. Though, to be fair, this card doesn't make any sense as a follow-up. I was just kind of clicking it while I was thinking about stuff. Bypass is a kind of bad card, but people play it with Bypass all the time. This is kind of a bad card. I don't know. The Virtuoso deck doesn't seem super interesting, but maybe we can try it. It's definitely a better pick than Nimble Larcenist here. The Horde Hauler. This card is so bad. Having effects be predicated on what your opponents do is so bizarre. There's a Fatal Grudge. Virtuoso can use Jackhammer, you're right. Oh my gosh, we can predicate our draft on wheeling the Jackhammer. Unlucky Witness also wields the Jackhammer well. Horde Haulers are just bad. Like, how many artifacts are people controlling in this format? It's also 4 mana for a 5/5 trample, which is just worse than the new Capenna Express. Jackhammer. We're doing it. As someone rightly stated, Jackhammer is a bad card. It's going to wheel, though. We'll take the Butler because we'll just take a bunch of cards that are good with Jackhammer and then fill our deck with Jackhammers. Goldhound's another good card with Jackhammer. Ooh, maybe we'd rather have Goldhound because First Strike is really good with Jackhammer. This card just makes you laugh. It's so bad. Public Enemy is just the worst. Rafine's Guidance is pretty bad, though, and it goes with the Virtuoso, Jackhammer, Goldhound plan. So we'll stick with that for now. Mr. Orfeo is pretty good. Body Dropper is pretty good. We'll just keep taking Guidances. Cabaretti Initiate also plays well with Jackhammer and Brass Knuckles. No, this already gets double strike. Sign Me Up. We've got our strategy. And we get a Cabaretti Courtyard to go with it. Oh, this card's really bad too. This card's really bad. There's a lot of bad cards in this pack. This is going bad, just as intended. No, it's going great. We've got a strategy. Jackhammer. Boom. I never doubted that we'd get the Jackhammer. Jackhammer is really funny because its flavor text is subtlety is overrated, and it's the most simplistic design ever. Brass Knuckles, perfect. Because that way all of our creatures can have double strike to go with Jackhammer. Also, Gilded Pinions would be nice. We're just building the equipment tribal deck. Because oh my gosh, if we have multiple Jackhammers and Brass Knuckles, we can equip Brass Knuckles to multiple creatures. Because Because we get a copy of Brass Knuckles. Oh my gosh. We're living the dream. This is actually perfect. We've got a Double Striker, a card that can gain Double Strike. We might just be red-white base. Just normal. Man, Brass Knuckles. That's a card. See, I should just do this type of stream more often, where it's because it's a lot of fun to just try these cards out. Oh my gosh, the Horde Hauler. I'm going to take the Wrecking Crew because everyone needs a Wrecking Crew in their deck. The card is hype. Also plays well with Brass Knuckles. Gosh, did we pass a Brass Knuckles? I feel a little bit bad about that. Oh, what did we take over it? Did we take Cabaretti Initiate over it? Gosh, what did I take over the Brass Knuckles? We learned Wrecking Crew is basically Overseer. Exactly. Card just wins games. I feel like there was a Jackhammer in one of those packs that didn't wheel, which does worry me because this card is really bad. And if other people are taking the Jackhammer from me, what am I going to do? Oh, never mind. Here it is. This card can also gain Double Strike, but we aren't going to have any multicolored permanents. So we'll just stick to the Jackhammer plan. Okay, we'll take the Express. Daring Escape, sure. Depopulate. We kill every creature. And then play our threats out. I think we just play the Overseer here. Like, sure, it's a good card, but, like, Depopulate can also be a good card. Bad cards or bad colors. It's just about taking, like, underused cards or bad cards and making them good. So Brass Knuckles is normally bad, but if you have 2 Jackhammers in play, you just make all of your creatures insanely good. I worry that someone else took my Jackhammer because someone else is in my lane. Lifelink Double Strike. I think I'm just going to take the Overseer so I can filter through my draws, find what I need. Now, this is a card that I'd love to build around sometime. Not good. Really bad. Oh, there's another one of these. There's a Rafine's Informant. There's a Goldhound that's going to wheel. There's also a Quick Draw Dagger that might wheel. We usually need creatures that can filter through our deck so we can find our, like, Rafine's Guidance. It's such a good combo. Yes. Yes. Our deck has rebelled against us. It saw that we took the Conniver, and it said, Nikolai, you have betrayed the cause. You have taken a card that is actively strong. What is wrong with you? You knew that this was not the mission. You have betrayed the mission. It shall not be added to your deck. Cutthroat Contender shall be added in its place. What the heck was that? I clearly didn't click Cutthroat Contender, did I? I don't even know if Cutthroat Contender was in that pack. Oh my gosh. I can't count on the Brass Knuckles wheeling. It's a visual glitch? Okay, perfect. Also, if I take Brass Knuckles there, then I can get something else good later. Oh, Ballroom Brawlers. Thank you. Boon of Safety can also be good. I want the Brass Knuckles there so I can take the Rafine's Guidance on the comeback around train. Red-white equipments, baby. We're innovating with the meta. We're defining the meta. We are the meta. We're breaking the meta. 2 Brass Knuckles already. Perfect with the Jackhammer. And maybe even the Arc Spitter. Thief, Trample, Double Strike, but we're not green right now. I mean, we're kind of green. We could be green. 5-head. We're genius. We're playing at a high level. Thief is a good card. We already saw what happened when we tried to take a good card. Miss Fancy Pants has a point. When you try to take good cards, Arena punishes us. Relentlessly. Oh my gosh. Another Ballroom Brawlers. Gosh. This card would also be nice in our deck. And Quick Draw Dagger is also nice as well. We're just going to take the Ballroom Brawlers. I also have never played Ballroom Brawlers. Yep, if you're going to give me a pick 6 Inspiring Overseer to help me tie the room together, I'll do it. I mean, Gilded Pinions is fine for this deck. Give our creatures flying, be another thing, but I've just got to... I need some creatures to carry the equipments, and flyers are good for it. Also, just imagine Inspiring Overseer being forced to do the poor labor of using the jackhammer. Like, can you imagine the Inspiring Overseer in the trenches just wielding the jackhammer? Cabaret the Ascendancy. It's a creature or planeswalker card. We have 8 creatures. What else am I going to take here? Broker's Initiate? Arc Spitter? Yeah, we'll take the Ascendancy. Everybody got to eat, man. Overseer pay isn't what it used to be. Oh, I believe it. Ever since they realized that killing angels was how you got Halo. Spoiler alert. They were very vague on that aspect of the story when I was reading it. They basically were like, yeah, we trapped all of the angels into like an eternal purgatory and then slowly siphoned their essence away. I was like, wait, what? That's how you make the Halo that fuels the economy of Streets of New Capenna? They're like, yeah, and when all the Halo runs out, that's when we get destroyed by the invaders, shall we say. We'll try Kill Shot. I've never played this card in the format. Jockey. Jockey is definitely a card to think about. I feel like this card can be nice because we can be racing them, but yeah, maybe Jockey's probably better. I wasn't even thinking about the Jockey. I wasn't really looking at it. Arc Spitter. That card is so bad that I think it's like worse than just playing a basic land. I've already got these things. I'm trying to maximize them. I need to just take some interaction. Which, again, I don't even think Hold to Ransom is that good. Okay. Yeah, Jockey would have been better. Let's just say that. I think I got scarred because last time I tried to build a quote-unquote bad deck, I didn't have any... I already have 2 Rafine's Guidances. I could see myself splashing green. Double Strike, Death Touch. Heck yes. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana to get Death Touch. Oh my gosh, we can't play the Soul. It's too expensive. Gosh. This pack is so bad. Oh man, yeah. 17 lands doesn't understand Brass Knuckles. You need to just overload with the Brass Knuckles. Also, Suspicious Bookcase, where you using a jackhammer. We could just take Wrecking Crew. That's probably better. Because Trample plus Double Strike and all that shenanigans. Oh, I love this card. Crowbar. A perfect card to go with the Brass Knuckles. Sticky Fingers is also a sweet option. You think Soul is better than our entire deck? Soul? Oh my gosh, we missed out on the combination between Soul and Brass Knuckles, where because you have a copy of Brass Knuckles, your Soul can kill 2 things, essentially for free. Gosh. It's gotta be said that one of the other reasons I took Killshot over Plasma Jockey is because since I've never played this card, I've kind of wanted to play it. Oh, another Jackhammer that shall wheel. Let's go. I'm gonna take Witness. Just so we have a cheaper card. Maybe we'd rather have the Pugilist. Pugilist is so good. Jackhammer's gonna wheel. Oh yeah, Jackhammer Devils. 2 creatures for 1. I've been convinced. We do have a lot of expensive cards, but we can blitz this guy out. Help keep the pressure on the opponents. I mean, obviously we have to take Cement Shoes. The question is, can we risk wheeling Cement Shoes? Is somebody going to snipe it from us? I think the risk is too high. We have to take it now. Because with such premium equipments running around and giving double strike and things like that, we have to lock it up. We just have to secure it. I'm sorry for all the people that think we need to. I mean, everyone knows that Cement Shoes are the way to go. They're the best way to get around in New Capenna. Groundbreaker. Do we have citizens? We have 2 citizens. It's in equipment. It's also Strangle. And we're not playing green, so we'll just take Strangle. We need some interaction. I've learned my lesson about not having any interaction in a deck. It doesn't work very well. Oh, this is another bad card. I'm just going to take this, though, because I get 2 creatures that I can equip stuff to. Dagger is perfect. I was hoping to get one of these. I was hoping to get more than one of these, honestly. Classic. We have 12 creatures, I'll have you know. And we're going to cut the kill shot anyway. Because now we have Strangles and Hold for Ransoms. And this, so this is our 17 right now. Oh, right. We have a Rafine's Informant in this deck. I forgot about that guy. It's so sweet with Rafine's Guidance. You're not sure if this deck can lose? I'm also not sure. Because isn't winning just a matter of believing in yourself enough? I'll take the Arc Spitter just in case. And as expected, Jackhammer came back. I do like Unlucky Witness, but, you know, I was counting on this Jackhammer. It's like the focal point of my entire strategy, so. I'm just going to take another Wrecking Crew. You never know when you're going to need one. I think it's better than the Witty Roastmaster, just in general. Halo Scarab, let's go. Thanks, Rosie. Ross, not Rosie. Ross Lewis. Okay. We're not going to play green because it's too dangerous. 17 lands seems about right because we have a lot of expensive stuff. So let's just cut down on stuff. So first we hit done, and then we go back in. It says there's an error. And then we go back in. And then our card shows up, right? There it is. And we get rid of all of those. We get rid of this and this. And this. Daring Escape can go. Arc Spitter can go. Bookcase. Briefcase. Scarab. Kill Shot. And we're at 45. People have not caught up to the hammer meta. That's what they're going to start calling it. They're going to start calling it Streets of New Hammer. Streets of New Jackhammer. I'm going to cut the Wrecking Crews for now. And I'm going to cut Rafine's Guidance. I have 11 creatures. Hold for Ransom. Strangle. Goldhound and Witness are fine. We could just cut Boon of Safety. Because safety is for suckers. As I can't even say that line. Goldhound. Okay, these are our equipment pile. So we have the classic 5, 6, 7 equipments. Just what we wanted. It is good with Brass Knuckles, I agree. But I think our other 5-drops are better. Because Pugilist makes us a stream of tokens we can use. Crowbar. Also, we have 8 equipments. Let's go. Let's go. We did it. We built the perfect deck. 12 creatures, but technically kind of 13 because of the Crowbar. Obviously making Brass Knuckles the feature card, or Jackhammer. Let me know, chat. Jackhammer or Brass Knuckles. Someone just type it in the chat and we'll do it instantly. First one to type it wins. But yeah, this is the deck. Pretty sweet one. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Hammer. Vic City won it real fast. And I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all of the patrons who support my content directly at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It feels really good to be able to make videos every day, and it is in large part thanks to patrons that I'm able to do so. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, helping me make videos, helping me improve my content, and gaining access to some exclusive rewards and bonus content, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. I really do appreciate it. Without further ado, though, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. We shall play first, and we shall... keep it. We have a lot of expensive cards, a lot of stuff that's very mana intensive, and we have 2 spells, 5 lands. So we'll just have to hope to draw like a jackhammer or something. See, the thing if you have too many creatures in this sort of deck is that the creatures start getting jealous of each other. Right, this is just a straight up 2-mana 2/2 in my deck. That's hilarious. Opponent is probably terrified of my hand. They're like, oh man, they must have an incredible hand if they're murdering my 2/2. I guess I was strangling, they were the ones murdering. Let's just say this is not going as well as I would have hoped. I don't think our mana can support going 3 colors. Ho ho ho! Hello there, Ballroom Brawlers. Ah, Fairy Vandal. I see, I see. I understand. My hand is terrible. It is. The only thing that can make my hand better is a set of brass knuckles on them. Yes! Oh, I never doubted for a second. Everyone knows that you just have to summon the brass knuckles. Oh, brass knuckles. Jerbear, the treasure deck was incredibly sweet and played some awesome matches, and you can check out my YouTube channel to where I will be posting the video at some point. The stream crash? Doesn't look like the stream crashed. Chat? Are you there? Chat, can you hear me? Chat, are you there? You're alive, Small Sam, thank goodness. I was worried. Whew. Quick, restart, restart. Our opponent's gonna be doing stuff. MTGA couldn't handle the brass knuckles. They didn't program it in. They said, man, this card is so bad that we're not gonna program it into the client. Splashing a charm off of 2 sources is just not something I can do. My deck is weak, but it might as well be consistent. While we're waiting for the match to come back, now is a great time to hit the follow button. We are only 42 follows away from 5,000 followers. Pork Cork knows where it's at. This is the perfect time to hit the follow button. And Pork Cork is like avant-garde almost. They're still one of the first 5,000. I know I made that joke too much. One of the first 5,000 people to follow this channel. The first time someone played it. How many turns did I miss? Oh, none. Oh. Simdar, thanks for the follow. It needs the handicap. What did they do on their turn? They just passed the turn. And now they left to go do something. So this is going to be 3-6. We're going to equip this guy because I would rather they use removal on this guy. You're also playing Jackhammer and Brass Knuckles? That's amazing. You have to equip both of them. It has to have. It only does anything if both of them are equipped to something. Oh my gosh, Skycrier. That would have been a great card for this deck. I didn't see one, or I probably would have taken it. Yes! Too good! Remember when we kept a hand that had Strangle Riveteer's Initiate, which is literally a Grizzly Bears in our deck? Oh man, they have a Fairy Vandal and a Run Out of Town. All I know is that our strategy is flawless. Cement shoes for the win. Am I right or am I right? Oh man, when we cast Cement Shoes, it's really going to get the opponent. They're not going to know what to say. They're going to be like, wow, I'm losing to someone casting Cement Shoes. Like, Cement Shoes doesn't even have a name that makes you think it would be possibly good. Okay, on the draw, we're going to keep this. Insta-keep. Boros is in town. Life just keeps getting better and better. I have found out recently from an anonymous source that I will be having pizza for dinner. What a lovely situation to be in. Because pizza is amazing. Hopefully we top deck a mountain. Okay, it's a jackhammer. We have 2, 4, 8. So 2, 4, 6, 12 damage from this. Any land lets me cast the Overseer. Yep. I should have specified when I said any land. Quadruple strike. That would be really funny. It gets 1 strike for each set of Brass Knuckles. But only if the creature has more than 2 hands. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. We're going to get mana screwed and lose this game, but we'll win game 3, so it's okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, they're going all out. They're going to drain me out with Quasar. Oh, gosh, so slow. The triggers. Okay, just... Yeah, I'm dead. Put it on the Girder Goons. Yes, I'm going to hold it for ransom anyway. Oh, man. There's no hand smoother in best of 3. This is just how Magic works sometimes. The Magic gods just want there to be drama. They're like, man, you're going to crush people too hard with Jackhammer. So we're going to just keep you on 3 lands for your first 16 draws. And, yeah, nice of me. I mean, very true, very true. I'm ready for your run out of town, friend. Or your murder. Yep. I'm just going to scoop this one up. Opponent's like, yeah, that's how my deck is supposed to function. And I'm like, dude. Wrecked. Okay, they don't really have a ton of flyers. They have a Girder Goons. Girder Goon! And they have a Murder. Also, the fact that our land that we drew was a fetch land on turn 3 was like we got delayed an extra turn. Alicia West, thanks for the follow. Boone is not as good against Run Aground. And I also feel like if they kill one of my creatures, that's fine. They probably only have 1 murder. Why can't I buy a land? Could I just draw planes? Our opponent could be a girl. He or she. Imagine if we drew a planes this coming turn. How nice would that be? Get Virtuoso going. That's a funny alternative, though. Yep, 17 lands. It just sucks that it's 2 games in a row, you know. We had a 1-lander that we had to mulligan just now, and then we just had this one that had 2 lands, but unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get there because they'll just kill our Gold Hound, and we'll never draw planes. Oh well. Still hilarious. My opponent's not playing very fast. Maybe they'll go AFK. And I can win then. It's my only hope, unless I draw planes this next turn. I have 8 out of 32 odds, so 1 out of 4 times I'll draw the planes, and it'll be great. The other times it's looking a bit rough, though. You could even say dodgy. Maybe they disconnected, kind of like I did, but nope, they're back. Why are they taking so long? Maybe they're stream sniping me, and they're just like taking a super long time to absorb what I have in my hand and all the math. I can't believe I'm not drawing lands here. It's really frustrating. Because the deck is so funny and, like, cool if we're doing our thing. And then we just, like, can't function. Don't even get to play. They used their 4-mana rare to copy my 1/1. Don't understand that one at all. Why wouldn't you copy your own Newsy? Makes no sense. Maybe because of the first strike. Still. It's a sign of desperation. This is unreal. My number of lands drawn over the past 2 games is statistically very low. But I guess that's pretty obvious. Even if I draw a land now, it doesn't do anything for me, is the problem. Please don't get your spell. Oh, it's got lifelink now. No. Of course they milled the exact card they needed again. I'm not going to say my deck is amazing, but it is pretty, like, not like, still just like getting crushed is not as fun. So this thing can't do anything. I'm at a virtual 4. I can block there, I can jump block or something. Gosh, if I hadn't used all my strangles because they were the only thing I could do, I'd be in so much better shape. We shall see. Ooh. Ooh, that's spicy. Okay. The treasure deck did actually pretty well, Zerlik. You can find the video on my YouTube channel at some point in the coming days. Oh, this has lifelink. Right. That was a frustrating loss. Gotta be said. We beat opponent really badly in game 1, and then games 2 and 3 we just didn't get to play. Like, sure, by the end we had 5 lands, but the game was already over by the fact that we didn't have a third land for the first 12 turns. However many it was. They were casting their 5 drops by the time we had... They had like 6 lands in play by the time we had our third land. Let's bounce back. Good hand here. Pado Phoenix, my last round opponent. At least I'm pretty sure it's the same person. Thanks for the follow. Unless, of course, you were stream sniping, in which case that would be sad. But I don't think you were. You probably just came afterwards. That would make sense. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it happened in game 2 as well, if you recall. In game 2, I was discarding to hand size when I had 3 lands in play. Definitely frustrating, but good job on the win. I mean, you didn't have anything to do with me not drawing lands, so it's like just the way it goes sometimes. We are clobbering them. Yep. I've certainly won some games from my opponents getting mana screwed as well. It works in our favor and against us sometimes. I did botch this I thought that getting my 4/5 out would be better than like just killing the Obscura Initiate and keeping my flyer in play. When I have all these equipments, just keeping my creatures in play is really nice. Yeah, I would have made the Hound bigger if I'd actually had mana to cast my stuff. I had the Double Striker in my hand at the very beginning of the game. So if I had like drawn a Plains on the first turn of the game, I would have had a like 5/1 Double Striker relatively quickly. But, you know. And we're dead. Clearly these are all the lands that we needed last time. We're going to play our lands because we have our Blitz guy. These are all of the lands that I needed last game, as is classic Magic fashion. Gosh. Next turn they're just going to play their Angel. So just go fast. It's really sad because this deck is really cool, and if I just lose in the most frustrating way possible every game, it's gonna be like not as fun to watch because I won't be in a good mood when I'm not gonna be in a terrible mood because it's just a game, but like I could be very happy just like playing the games even if I'm losing. But because I'm losing in ways that are just the most like soul crushing, it's just like just sitting there waiting to be destroyed. Like, oh yeah, I have 2 lands. No, I had a 1 land hand, I had a mulligan, then I have a 2 land hand, and I had to keep it. And then I'm just like, well, in this game I'm like, okay, I had a reasonable hand, and then I just drew all lands. Oh gosh, if I used my removal slightly differently, maybe I could have won, but I don't know if that's even true. My plays were totally fine at the time. Jeez, I have to mulligan this. There's no way. Goldhound is not strong enough to carry me on his shoulders. Keep this, and I'll get rid of the Initiate. I don't think you can compare Magic the Gathering to drugs. It's the skipper. The jackhammer has arrived. Drugs are cheap. Oh my god. That is a funny comment right there. Oh my gosh. Halo Fountain begs to differ. Okay, I'm back. I'm in a good mood again. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Pabloid T has like the comment of the stream. Oh my god. Too good. Finally. The virtuoso wielding the jackhammer with incredible proficiency. We played against Kato last round, Simdar. Yeah. Someone on the Going Optimal Discord server poked you? They told you were playing against me? Speaking of Discord servers, everyone can join the NicolaiBolas Discord server. Why is the link no longer working? Feels bad. Oh, there it is. The link is working. Pabloy T, just the MVP of the stream now. That comment is one of the funniest comments I've ever read in chat, probably. Just because of the timing. Like, it's hard to time a joke if you're in chat chilling, but that was chef's kiss, well done. Oh my gosh, they're playing Shadows of Mortality. I see, I see. Just gonna add some power and toughness to the board here. Ugh. Ah, Shadow of Mortality. Wrecking me. I can attack with this. Let's hope this works. Do they really have a shield counter for their guy? Oh, I'm bad. Ouch. That was really bad. Oh no. I just miscounted the amount of mana they had, I guess. You probably cursed back again. Yeah, I try to keep the stream PG, so the auto mod is on the highest setting. But yeah. Remember how I said losing in the most frustrating ways possible? This counts to some degree. Getting owned by Shadow of Mortality and then them having Sanctuary Warden. I really hope this isn't them trying to own me. Let's go! They actually screwed up. Okay, an eye for an eye. We did it. Oh, I can put this thing on here. Invisible reach. Invisible mind. I should have attacked with my 1/1. Because knocking off a shield counter is good, or dueling a point of damage is good. Why are they playing the Scrithener? We can give this thing first strike. This thing's an 8/8. Well, we're about to lose this game, so... I mean... Their deck has Sanctuary Warden and All-Seeing Arbiter. Like... What am I supposed to do? Gosh. Shadow of Mortality wrecked me so hard. No, the wall with Unblockable is in the sideboard. Oh, gosh. Unless they make a stupid attack this turn, I'm just going to concede. Go to game 3, try to salvage a 1 win. Not salvage, but work my way towards a win. Or maybe just a slice of pizza, you know? I feel like they're inting. This is a weird attack. Unless they have something. Because I get to block their All-Seeing Arbiter. They can only shrink this by 2 power. This is why you can be patient sometimes, because sometimes your opponents will just do a weird attack. Makes no sense. Oh, it does make sense. Yeah, okay. Crazy. We have one more game. Or match. Let's try to get some consistent draws. Oh my gosh. Oh, we won one game. Whew. Chat says Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Yeah, he says thank you, Pork Cork. No one wants to face us. They're too afraid. Too afraid of the jackhammer. Ugh. Now I'm afraid to get an opening hand. I'm like traumatized. I'm like, oh no. I just need to draw a hand that has enough lands, but not too many. Aw, Sirkovitz, thank you so much for the raid. Sierkovitz is, oh, nice. Sierkovitz is a data kind of guy. He'll love the fact that we're using all of these incredible cards. He'll really understand the vibe we're going for. Welcome in, everybody. We are trying to win with bad cards, see where they might shine, and instead we're learning the limitations of a mana base in Limited. Not having the best of luck mana-wise. Let's go. I'm going to play the Jackhammer because it's more mana efficient. Then I can play Goldhound and equip it if I want to, or just play the Overseer, most likely. A spicy Jackhammer deck. That is the exact way I would use to describe it. I have 3 Jackhammers. Trace Jackhammers. I'm running Cement Shoes. We're experimenting. The experiment is going all right. We won the first game we played, and then we lost the next 2 due to mana issues, and then we kind of lost another one due to mana issues even. So the mana has really not been cooperating. But it's been an interesting one. It's a lot of fun. Brass Knuckles plus Jackhammer. Classic vibe. My first time drawing Cement Shoes. Obviously not a good card. But when you're trying to make bad cards work, sometimes you gotta play bad cards. That's how it goes. This could go really well for me. Well, I was gonna Brass Knuckles. But now that plan seems rather silly. Being on the back foot is not really good here. Ah, man. Not having a second red source to just slam the Pugilist was also pretty bad there. I was kind of hoping that I could do that. Classic. Is it versus Boros in this format? Yep. I can feel myself getting a little bit frustrated. Just feels like I know my cards are bad at everything. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I'm also getting pretty unfortunate with my mana in terms of I never have the colors I need to do what I want to do, which is just not a good feeling. Like, I have 5 lands in play and I can't cast my Pugilist. Like, technically I could sack my gold hand to play it, but the fact that I would have to do that is kind of annoying. Don't think I fall into the Zoomer age group. But, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where the designations always lie on those. Get both of my guys double strike. I'm gonna die to the initiate. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Whew. I'm just gonna run it back again. I think the deck is actually fine in a lot of ways. I mean, sure, I'm playing some bad cards, but, like, I think the deck is fine. It's just, yeah. I've had, like, not great opening hands ever. See, this hand would be good if I knew I was gonna draw a 3rd land. And I do have Rafine's Informant to help me get there. It's just, it hasn't been working out. Just gotta scrap together a win. Do the best you can. Oh, man. I'm giving off strong, I'm only happy when I win vibes, but it's also just, like... I'm gonna get rid of the brawlers. Also just, like... The problem with Boros is it just has a consistent track record of not drawing you the lands you need. Just losing every game to horrible mana is just slowly draining me. You're supposed to hit your 3rd land at least some percentage of the time when you keep a 2-lander. I would love to draw a land this turn. Thank you, deck. Okay. I can play all the spells I want to play. I play this. I strangle this. Next turn, I can get the cement shoes onto this guy to make him an 8/8 and deal lethal damage if they don't have anything up. This costs 3 mana. Change of plan. I think Cement Shoes is a good last one to do. Oh. Oh, now Cement Shoes is lethal with my Overseer. Let's go. Huge. This somehow doesn't make your creature lose flying. I guess the Overseer can handle it for just a brief span of time before they tap themselves out. Gosh, we're going to win with Cement Shoes. Cement Shoes is going to be the perfect card. The exact card for the situation we find ourselves in. Yeah, I know the stats, Circovitz. I appreciate you supplying them, though, because you are the stats man. Also, so cool that you're like a regular guest on Limited Resources. I always get very hyped when your episodes come up. Just want to shout that out. Not that you need a shout out. You're famous, big timing Limited Resources. But super hype. Classic opponent not playing around Cement Shoes. It's really just travesty. You still don't know how it happened? Because you're a legend. That's how it happened, Circovitz. Did you ignore an invite? Wait, what? I didn't... Wait. I... Oh, when are you going on to their podcast? Oh, man. So many podcasters in the chat. Sirkovitz now has his track record as a podcast guest. Absolute legend. Maybe we'll put the Cement Shoes on a Gold Hound, as is only fitting. Oh, the Plasma Jockey. Blitzing it, too. J2S Josh wants Circovitz to beg to be on his podcast. Circovitz is a, like, now bona fide podcast guest. Sure, I'll avoid 3 damage with my first striking 1/1. That's right. Cement Shoes. No downside. The shoes! Shoes of Cement. We're up to game 3. This is the final game. This is the game that determines whether our deck is abject failure or just a minor blip on the radar. Oh my gosh, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe, I believe. We're going to be on the defensive. We're going to need this kill shot. Gosh. I don't want to take the shoes out. We need the shoes for the synergy. If we take the shoes out, what was even the point? What was even the point? The whole experiment would be flawed if we remove the shoes now. You need the shoes. If you're going to be working with a jackhammer all day, having shoes made of cement can only be helpful. Gosh darn it, my lands hate me. This is terrifying. Wizards programmed it so if you don't draft the recommended family color pairs in Capenna, it just screws you. Drop a 5-drop because you're not drawing lands. Exactly. The only logical explanation. I'm going to cut, like, just ditch that guy because he's just really bad. Okay. This is how champions are born. Opponent on the play without mulliganing, me on the draw. Oh no, they mulligan to 5. Let's go. This is how champions are actually born. Your opponent gets terribly unlucky and you crush them while they're trying to recover. Yes. Feel the mana suffering. No, they didn't suffer. Okay. Play the Virtuoso to the Overseer into either Informant or just jackhammering up the Virtuoso. They don't have blue mana. We've done it. We've done it, chat. Maybe they'll be the ones stumbling. Sure, Requisitioner. Come on, another land right here, right off the top. You're kidding me, Smalls. No, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay, we're going to have to trust in the Informant. See, I'm just going to try and survive as long as I can. I'm just going to trade. Doesn't feel good to give them a treasure, but it also feels bad to take 3 damage there and go to 11. When they only have 2 cards in hand, and they're potentially going to draw a spell off this anyway. Let's go. We already have our double striker. And Virtuoso we trust. Maybe we should have just hit them there. Now that they're going to have a 1-1, I don't mind trading these off. And accordingly, they will probably kill the Informant. Huge. We can start to get our equipments rolling. Gosh, we're going to win a game due to them getting mana screwed. Let's go. I'll take it. Unless they play an island here, in which case, sad day. So go to 6. We're trading 1 damage for 2 damage every time we don't block the devil token. We know they have another plasma jockey. So I think we're going to start holding this back and have the Wrecking Crew as well. Really? Hmm. If I draw a land, I can go 4, 5, and equip and get double strike. Come on, land. Jackhammer. They play Plasma Jockey, I go to 5. They attack with all. I can't, they stop this from blocking. I block this. I go to 1.
Just go out a little pizza with 12 G's. Real good. How about you?
Hopefully I didn't do the math badly there.
So, you did
Plasma
well.
Jockey's the one card I don't want to see. Oh? 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 Did we do it? Yes! Oh, feels good, man. Got the win. From the clutches of defeat. We could have gone 2-1 with that deck, but getting a win at all just feels great.
Good. I got some,
Feels
some
great.
stock for tomorrow. So I have some friends.
Feels great. Ooh. 1 win, we'll take it. Forget the hammer meta. It's a cement shoes meta. Got the W's. Holy heck. Using the brass knuckles, the cement shoes, all of it. The jackhammers. It all wipes away the pain of losing to terrible mana over and over and over. Huge. If you're watching on YouTube and you made it all the way till the end of the video, leave hashtag equipment meta because we have broken the meta with our jackhammers and brass knuckles and shoes. And that's just a way to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more content, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Check out the Patreon if you want to support my content. Check out the Twitch stream if you want to catch me playing live. Check out my articles if you are interested in written content. Check out the Discord server that's free to join so you can interact with our community. And yeah, all the stuff is in the description down below. Bit ham-fisted, don't you think? You're right. For the connoisseurs that watched through that part of the intro, let's just say hashtag dress shoes to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Because yeah, you got to dress up for the ballroom and you got your shoes and yeah. Or hashtag quadruple strike because if you have too many brass knuckles, you should be able to get quadruple strike. So yeah, that is going to do it for this draft video though. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll talk to you next time.